iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome in, race fans, here tonight to one of the most beautiful tracks in the Northeast, the New Hampshire Motor Speedway, here tonight for the Six Rings Racing 60, presented by Red Light Racing. Tonight, the Checkered Flag Auto Supply Short Track Scrambler Series heads to the biggest track on the schedule. Daytona, Talladega. Yeah, that's cool for NASCAR, right? Well, how about some open wheel modifieds? There you see him on the front straight away. That's because they've just done their qualifying session here tonight. Coming into the night, though, the points championship standings, the top three look like this. Max Terrell has the top spot, just 19 points over Michael Trevarthen. And how about the old Buckster, Joshua Buckley, with swoosh back there, 45 points back in the championship standings. He is sitting third. Those are the drivers to watch here tonight, but what do you say we get trackside now here, as this is your starting lineup brought to us by our friends at Six Rings Racing. Snagging the pole here tonight, the Shanika Single Machine. Car number 11 of Shanika Single will start P number 1. To the outside of him, it's the Culpeppers Bakery Cafe, number 14 MA. That'll be Brian Bianchi rolling from P number 2. Back in row number 2 to the inside, car number 62 out of North Carolina. That'll be TJ Henson. And how about the driver out of Florida, the Tampa, Florida, number 1, the Rev Esports Machine. That'll be Dalton Williamson. Back in P number 5, well, he just lives right down the road from Mr. Williamson. How about the other Florida native? This time, car number 2. That'll be Michael Trevarthen. Ken Allen, car number 81, the Oscar Mayer Machine. He'll start back into the 6th spot. And the Storm from the North, he's the points championship leader coming into the night. Number 42, Max Terrell, will go from 7th. 8th here tonight, the Somerville, South Carolina driver. The driver of 01, that is Richard Murdoch. Back into the 9th position, he picked up a win. Car number 46, that'll be Cody Meadows. And how about the fan favorite out of South Carolina, the driver out of Charleston? It's Aiden Alvecchione. He'll start for the 10th starting spot here tonight. It's the driver out of North Carolina, car number 54, the College Tire Service Center, number 54, Rex Will will start 11th, while Mr. Higgins, the Cowboy, that's right, Rob Higgins, will go from 12th. 13th starting spot here tonight, it's the Storm Chaser himself, the number 17, that'll be Chad Allcares. And how about the Granny Hips Walkers and Canes, number 13 MA? Joshua Buckley will roll from the 14th spot. The Beefy Motorsports number 38 of Brandon Feeney will go from 15th. And how about Steve McCormick, driver out of Ohio, will pilot car number 70 tonight. He'll start 16th. And it's the checker flag on display, number 30 of Mr. Bob Higgins. He'll start shotgun to the field. 60 laps here tonight is what we are getting ready to go. It's the Six Rings Racing 60. The checker flag on display. Short Track Scrambler Series, this time out of turn number 4 as the iRacing.com pace car makes its way to pit road. We are ready to go. There they come. The Modifieds, the Beast, the Ground Pounders, racing here tonight at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. 60 laps. It'll be, well, drafting here tonight to see if you can stay at the front of the field. Great start by the race leaders. Everybody chasing. Bianchi here as he got a better run down the back straightaway. See if the Hello Kitty, number 11, Oshonica Single, can pull the inside train. He's loose on 4. He got loose in turn number 4. That'll give the top spot to Brian Bianchi, leading lap number 1. It'll be Bianchi, Williamson, and Single. That's how they all funneled there on lap number 1. Battles, oh, one car sideways, one car going to the inside wall. TJ Henson. TJ Henson going to spin this Cook out number 62 back around. Contact, slight contact to the inside wall there. This is what happened to TJ Henson. See him sideways, Max down on the bottom side, minding his own business. TJ makes a little contact with the inside wall there with the Nerf bar. He's able to spin it around and keep on going, so we stay green flag racing here tonight. Bianchi out front here. He's got a competitor. That's the number 1 of Dalton Williamson. Williamson just sitting there into the second position currently. 2 spots gained for Dalton here in the opening laps. Bianchi, Williamson, Single has how they come across the line. Everybody has pretty much gone single file. Everybody just trying to get into a long run here. 60 laps is a very long time here tonight at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway, so we're going to see a lot of drivers with their strategy. How often and how early do you push to use the tires? Sideways for Ken Allen. And oh, he's going to get split. Granny Hips goes to the bottom. Aiden goes to the top shelf. Here comes the number 70. He'll reach for another position. So a good save there by the 81 of Ken Allen. Allen going to fall back to the back of the field here right now. He's being scored as he goes into the corner. It'll be 15th position there for the number 81 of Ken Allen, the Oscar Mayer entry. A good save is what's going to keep us under the green flag racing. At the front of the field, that's the closest battle. It's 4 cars, and it's Bianchi, Williamson, Single, and Michael Trevarthen. You see Williamson just kind of tuck in line there. He had a good run down the back straightaway and didn't really even think about it. You saw him pop out of line just to get a little air to the nose of that number 1, and then right back behind he went. Now 1 car out of the line. That's going to be the number 46 of Meadows as they work down the back, or front straightaway here. That's back there for the 4th and 5th position. A little slide up job there by the number 46. Meadows now going to get scored into the 4th position. We're come by. We're complete the 7th lap. Richard Murdoch trying to make a move here on the front straightaway. Got a great run out of turn number 4. He'll duck down to the inside, and that'll be number 40 of Rob Higgins. Higgins up out of the groove that time through 1 and 2. Rob had a lot of speed last week when we were at the South Boston Speedway. Late in that one, his car came to life. When you look at the points championship standings right now, though, Rob is currently sitting into the 8th position. Best finish so far this year has been 6th twice, once at the Slinger Speedway. And, well, last week we talked about the South Boston Speedway. He was able to pick up another 6th place finish. spot right now, picking up 3 spots early. He's sitting back into the 9th position, and we told you it was going to be about a drafting. Look at everybody tucked up. Kind of just like, well, everybody's in a single file line coming back from recess. See Williamson right to the back bumper there. Williamson's able to drive it in, save fuel, and just keep pace with the race leader. Meadows, though, he wants to come to the front. You see him in the 46. Murdoch using the outside lane there. Haven't seen anybody make passes on the outside lane. Every pass here tonight has been to the inside. One driver that hasn't picked up any positions here tonight. There's actually 2 of them in the field right now. Michael Trevarthen hasn't moved from 5th position. And it looks like Richard Murdoch. Old Murdoch, he saw him make a pass on the number 40 of Rob Higgins, but that was just to get his starting spot back, and that's the 8th position. Meadows on the outside there and not going to be able to make a pass. He thought about going to the outside of Mr. Shanika Single in the Hello Kitty, number 11. Sean Single, remember, he missed a lot of racing time over the last year. That's because he had the back injury and had a little surgery, and he was going to take the rest of the season off here on Thursday nights, but Shanika said he could not resist coming here to the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Looking to get passed up, though. Meadows down to the bottom side. Murdoch also back there battling with Higgins again. Higgins getting to the outside as the battle for that 3rd spot with Cody Meadows and Sean Single kind of fizzle out right now. The Hello Kitty machine got the better of the 46 and sideways for Meadows. Meadows was sideways over there in corners 1 and 2. He was able to gather it up, and he's staying ahead of the number 2 of Michael Trevarthen right now. In the books. Couple different packs of drivers out there right now. We have this front pack right here that we're watching with Bianchi, Williamson, Single, Meadows, Trevarthen, Terriot. Hoyle is right there. Then you got Higgins and Murdoch. Then you got the gap back to the number 17. There you see the Duncan number 17 of Chad Allcares. And then it's Feeney, McCormick, Alvecchio, and they got a 3-car, a little bit of a group here. And then you got Joshua Buckley back just a little bit farther. The driver that finished on the podium 1 week ago, running back into the 14th spot. DJ Henson, we saw his problems early on there in the opening 2 laps of tonight's event. He's back there running 15th. And I'm told something happened to Ken Allen a handful of laps ago. We saw him sideways earlier. Gathered it up. Let's see what happened. Went down to the corner and the rear end slid out from behind him again. Got it rolling. We stayed green. So he's currently back there into the 16th position. There's your race leaders. Everybody still single file. See everybody down the back straightaway. See how close Dalton Williamson can get to the back Nerf bars, and it's right up against Brian Bianchi's Nerf bar. A little tap down the back straightaway. Normally we would say with these cars that we're going to get the 3-tap Teddy rule. Here tonight, that may be a little bit dangerous if you're trying to make the move at these high speeds that we are running here tonight. You throw that 3-tap Teddy rule in there, and you may send somebody home and a lot more of his competitors along with them. Maybe Williamson will go for it this time as he's able to pull up right to the back bumper. A little peek to the inside. That's just to see where he is down the back straightaway. He was not going to pull out a line and make the attempt to go for the top spot. Rex Hoyle, though, he's back here. I thought he was going to make a move on the number 42 there, Max Terrell. There you see car 54. Everybody's still lined up. The question is, do you want to be the race leader like Brian Bianchi is, or do you want to be the driver like Dalton Williamson and Sean Single, who are just sitting there, kind of minding their own? This is the 5th time we have come here to the New Hampshire Motor Speedway, and when you look at the drivers that have gone to victory lane, Joshua Buckley's picked up a win here. Michael Trevarthen, Sean Single, Dalton Williamson, and Brian Hacker are the 5 drivers that have gone to victory lane. The driver that has the best finishing position, it has more than one race here. Well, that's Dalton Williamson. He averages a 2.3 finishing spot when we come here to the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. This front group, we talked about how they're all stuck together drafting. Well, they have started to pull away from 2 cars. That's Rob Higgins. He has fallen back into the clutches of car number 17 of Chad Allcares. Allcares has actually started to catch that front group just by the draft that he's been getting from the number 40 of Rob Higgins. And now as they go to do battle, that might kind of pull them back away from the top spot pack. Here comes Williamson now to the inside as, oh boy, he slid it back into line there. Wasn't a lot of space, but Dalton Williamson slid back up in front of the number 11 of Sean Single. Look at them as they all get a little bit of a different groove. Here comes Sean Single, this time out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. He will try to take the second position. Richard Murdoch also trying to get to the outside of car number 54. So a couple battles inside the top positions here. Sean not able to get it done. He'll fall back in 3rd. Hoyle still wrapping the bottom side sideways for Richard Murdoch, and oh boy, old Murdoch somehow saves it. He will lose a position, but he saves it. How did Murdoch just hang on to the 0-1? Let's watch it back. Watch the 0-1 of Richard Murdoch on the outside here. Go down into the corner. We've seen this a couple times from some drivers down here. Murdoch's rear end, it just like it unloads and loses all grip. Allcares gets by. Rob Higgins gets by. Now Richard Murdoch, though, going to be relegated back to the 10th running position. There's the number 38 of Brandon Feeney. So they have lost this front pack. Closing in the halfway portion of this one here tonight. We got to thank our friends over at Six Rings Racing for coming on board here tonight at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Six Rings Racing has been a long time, well, competitors here with Red Light Racing, and we thank them for their continued support of racing with the series, believing in the series, and believing in us to bring you all the action here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. As we watch tonight, as Brian Bianchi has been able to lead the most laps so far, Williamson has just been sitting there stalking into that second position, and Sean Single, well, after setting the quick time here tonight, he's been sitting back in 3rd. Meadows is the driver that has picked up the most spots. There you see car number 46. He's the driver also I believe 2 weeks ago. Not last week. It was 2 weeks ago. That was at the Myrtle Beach Speedway where the 46 was able to pick up his first career win here with the series. We talk about one excited young man. As I was talking about exciting, we talk about him, and then he throws it a little bit sideways on that 46. He'll lose the spot to Michael Trevarthen. Now here comes the 42 of Max Theriault. Rex Hoyle down at the bottom. There's Chad Allcares also. He is now back into the mix here. So will Meadows be able to hold off the number 42 of Max Theriault? He'll get a great run on the outside lane. Max is going to have to fall back in the line. So Cody Meadows, after that slide, just loses one position in the number 46 still. Has himself a solid run here. 5th place run right now for the number 46 of Meadows. 3-car little breakaway here. I wonder if Williamson and Single are going to work together, push the number 14 of Brian Bianchi, see if they can run away. Next time by, if Brian Bianchi can lead the lap, it'll be the most laps led here tonight for the driver out of Massachusetts. The Colony Tire and Service Center, Culpeper's Bakery and Cafe, number 14 MA of Brian Bianchi. At the top spot, as you can see, though, they got the number 30. That is Mr. Bob Higgins in the Checkered Flag Auto Supply. 20-year anniversary, number 30 here tonight for Mr. Higgins. He's running into the 17th position. Race fans, do you know where the Checkered Flag Auto Supply is? You don't? Well, I can tell you. It's located in Ayer, Massachusetts at 103 Park Street. Ayer, Massachusetts is where you can find the family-owned and operated Checkered Flag Auto Supply. Race fans, they support us here with Red Light Racing. We need to support them. Those small businesses are what the backbone of America is, and without them, our sons, our daughters, well, you know, their softball teams, their baseball teams, their soccer teams, who supports them? That's right, it's those local businesses around our hometowns. And we thank the Higgins family for their support here with the series. And this series is heating up for a top spot winner here tonight. 33 go in the books here. We've been clean and green. We've seen some drivers sliding and spinning to the infield, but we have not had a caution flag here tonight. One car to the infield there. That's the number 30 of Higgins. It looks like he'll keep it down to the inside, and we'll stay green for the time being. You see Murdoch come by there. Brandon Feeney trying to take a bid to the inside. So I wonder, an arrow tight situation there for the 46. Meadows up almost into the outside wall out of turn number, I was going to say 4, but that was actually turn number 2. They're coming to 3 and 4 now. Just 25 laps remaining here. I'm watching that number 17 of Chad Allcares. He is the driver that has been able to pick up 5 positions. And now the battle for the race lead. Here comes Williamson with 25 laps to go. Williamson with a slide job. Oh, Bianchi trying to get back to the throttle, and he threw the car sideways. That'll give the race lead. New race leader for the first time here tonight with just 24 laps to go. The number 1 of Williamson to the top spot. It's Williamson, Bianchi single. Trevarthen is side by side. That's Cody Meadows working the outside, seeing if he can pick up that spot. No dice, though, for the number 46 of Meadows. He'll have to hold that spot. Chad Allcares, we were just talking about him. I've been impressed. He was 2 seconds behind this top group at one point here tonight, and he pulled them all back in, and now he's right here in the lead pack with 23 laps to go. There's still a chance. Let's take a ride for a lap around the New Hampshire Motor Speedway here on board. Car number 17, Chad Allcares. Saw All Cares make a pass there on the number 54 while we were riding on board. Hoyle will be able to hang on to that car. He'll fall back, though, just one spot into 8th. So now that Williamson has the top spot, Bianchi's been able to hold on to 2nd. Single's been able to hold off and defend that spot from Michael Trevarthen. Trevarthen has been very aggressive in trying to get around the number 11, but Single has hold on. Listen to these beautiful ground-pounding modifieds here tonight. Just music to my ears. I could fall asleep to these machines. Look at Meadows. He turns down out of turn 4, trying to get that run on the number 2. He'll have the wheel to the inside, but will he be able to make a pass? He's been able to get there a time or two, but not quite able to slide up in front of the number 2. He tried. Now he's going to put them side by side. He's going to lose a lot of momentum down the back straightaway, allowing the 2 of Trevarthen to pull right back up, nosing ahead into 3. Oh, Trevarthen sideways. That may have just gave the spot back to Cody Meadows, and it did. But a crossover attempt down the front straightaway. Williamson trying to break the draft to everybody behind him. Trevarthen down to the bottom, trying to get back underneath the 46 of Cody Meadows. Not able to hold the momentum for the 2 of Michael Trevarthen that time down the back straightaway, so no charge back into 3 and 4 for him. We're starting to see these drivers get antsy. Meadows up out of the groove. That's going to allow. Here comes the 2. Meadows almost putting it into the outside wall out of turn number 2. Now Michael Trevarthen back to the inside. How bad did the tires get hurt on the 46 of Cody Meadows there? See drivers out in front of the race leaders also battling for position with just 15 laps to go. That is the, if I looked at it correctly, that is the Joshua Buckley, number 13, about a half a straightaway ahead of the race leaders. All Cares battling with Rex Hoyle again. Hoyle trying to take back the spot from the drive. Oh, sideways for All Cares. All Cares will sideways car number 17, almost into Rex Hoyle, maybe trading a little paint on the Nerf bars. Hoyle able to take that spot there, but as those 2 battle, they lost a lot of ground, losing more to the top spot drivers. It's a 1 second deficit now from 6th back to the 7th position between Terriot and Hoyle. But they're battling out in front of them, so that's going to punch a big hole in the air back there, allowing those drivers to possibly slipstream back up, as now Sean Singles got around Brian Bianchi. We missed it as we watched the battle back there. Max Terriot a little tight that time out of turn 2. So these drivers here tonight getting a little tight at the end of this one. We're going to see who was able to save the tires and who can drive around who at the end of this. There's 12 to go this time as they work out of 4. Williamson, Single, Bianchi, Meadows, Trevarthen, Terriot, Hoyle, All Cares, Feeney, and Murdoch. What happened to old Murdoch? Where is he? There he is. There's the old girl. Back there playing with the cowboy. Murdoch's dropped 2 spots from where he started here tonight. DJ Henson, remember, he went for the ride in the opening laps. He's been able to fight back to the 14th position, but he has not going to have a night here that he thought he would have. In the practice session, he set the fastest lap time in our practice. Qualified inside the top 5, but back to 14th after making the contact with Max Terriel. Here comes the old my back hurts, number 11, Shanika single. Him and Williamson, the first ones across the line. They'll get the double high five of just 10 more times around. 10 more miles of racing tonight here in New Hampshire. See if we can ride on board with Sean and see what he is seeing. Coming up on Bob Higgins. Bob going to go to the inside here. He'll let the race leaders come by. They're getting 9 to go that time by at the line. You hear they're flat out here. See the one of Williamson protecting the bottom side, not letting Single get the draft. Single going to have a run this time. Williamson up out of the groove. That's going to allow the 11 of Single to get the spot, but will he be able to mount the charge back? Looked like Williamson lifted going in the corner there really hard. The car got a little wiggly. Here comes Bianchi. He'll charge to the inside down in turn 1. Bianchi wasn't able to make the move. Now Meadows working the outside groove. Almost a little wheel contact there with Bianchi's right rear to the left front of Meadows. There's C6 to go at the line. The two of Trevarthen trying to climb some spots here to the inside. And a little contact there, a little wiggle and a wobble. And I think the one hit the outside wall on the front straightaway. Trevarthen able to get around Meadows. Meadows trying to tuck in right behind him. Give him a little push down the back straightaway with just 5 laps to go. Meadows sideways back here. Max Terriel also trailing a little bit of the field. 4 to go. Across the line of the Sean Single, having the top spot with Williamson and Brian Bianchi sitting there in 3rd. Trevarthen is 4th currently as they came across the line. Meadows then Terriel is the top draft here. Then Hoyle and Allcare is back there a little bit behind. Big block down the front straightaway by Mr. Sean Single that time. Bianchi has the opportunity here with a great turn off turn number 2. Now the back straightaway he's going to come. Will he be able to get to the inside and pull even with the one? Oh, sideways for Williamson. Dalton Williamson trying to wheel and deal that number 1, trying to will it into the second position there as the old popsicle sticks get thrown up as they come by. It'll be 2 more laps remaining here at New Hampshire. Williamson able to get a good run though and hold to the outside there, the number 14 of Brian Bianchi. 1 car into the outside wall off turn number 2 there. That was the 17 of Chad Allcares. Looks like he's going to be able to keep it at least pointed in the right direction. Bianchi with a slide up in front of the number 1. They will come by this time. It'll be the white flag here tonight, brought to us by our friends at Culpeper's Bakery and Cafe. Final lap here for Sean Single. Can he hold on? Here comes Bianchi. One car into the outside wall. That is going to be the number 46, Cody Meadows. He keeps it rolling. Final time into 3. Here comes the 14. Will it be enough? It'll be a drag race off turn 4 to the start-finish line here at New Hampshire. It'll be Sean Single winning tonight. Six Rings Racing 60. It's Single, Bianchi, Williamson, Trevarthen, Terriel, Meadows, Hoyle, Allcares, Feeney, and Murdoch rounding out the top 10 here tonight. So Sean Single saying, I'm not going to race, my back hurts. And he parks it. Right into victory lane here tonight he will go. There you see it, the driver out of Ayer, Massachusetts. Always has some of the, well, we're just calling them the strangest cars. Let's see if he can, put it up on 2 wheels and keep your right foot in it. There you have it. Tonight's winner here tonight at New Hampshire, burning it down on the front straightaway. Hello Kitty, number 11. So as Sean Single celebrates this one, we'll take a quick step away. We'll be right back here to the New Hampshire Motor Speedway to talk to Sean, Brian, along with Dalton.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome back here to the New Hampshire Motor Speedway here tonight. The Six Rings Racing 60-lap feature event here from the New Hampshire Motor Speedway for the Checkered Flag Auto Supply Short Track Scrambler Series presented by Red Light Racing. There was no red lights here tonight until they crossed the finish line, and Sean Single, who parks in a victory lane, almost dumped it on the lid. But we'll get to talk to Sean Single in just a couple of moments. Let's kick things off with some of the podium finishers as we let him ice down his back. Let's talk to the driver that will finish third here tonight. How about it, Dalton? A good run for you, a very fast hot rod, and, well, my friend, looks like the wheels are off it.
Yeah, we went a little too early there. I should have saved a little bit longer before I went, and I think it cost me tonight. But after last week's performance, I'm pretty happy with this week.
Pretty happy. What's the mindset, though, coming into this race? No caution flags. It's not a style event we normally see here on Thursday nights. Normally we stick to those, little bull ring tracks. This is like a super speedway.
To be honest with you, Roger, when we come here, I don't really have a plan because it's so close. It's kind of like Daytona. You just wait for them to crash or stay ahead of the crash.
But we didn't have the crash.
Yeah, we lucked out tonight, I guess.
So I guess what you're saying is we get to keep these cars. We don't have to, put new bodies and panels on them.
Yeah, I'd assume.
All right, well then, what do you say? Since you lost the race here tonight, and what do you think? Going next week, we're going to go back to the short tracks. It's the it's the Kevin Harvick Kern County Speedway. How about that?
I'm not sure what car though, but
there's fenders on it.
Oh, it's got to be the Super then.
See, girl, you know it.
I'm gonna have to put some special body panels on it for next week and come out and hopefully win, because that's one of my favorite cars in the sim.
Well, hey, I heard if you put a Hello Kitty paint scheme on it, it goes faster.
Apparently, that's what I saw.
Well, Dalton, I know it's pretty boring from your point of view here tonight, so what do you say we just ask you who's on the car?
First and foremost, like I normally do, appreciate Turn 3, Roger and Brett for broadcasting, Checkered Flag Auto Supply for the series sponsor. As far as my sponsors, Rev Esports, EPI, Platinum RV Services, and the family for watching, and other than that, not too much.
Well, there you have it. Dalton Williamson came in fourth in the championship standings, 53 points out of the top spot. He'll finish P number 3 here tonight, so it looks like he should be able to leapfrog into third after we leave the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Let's see who's next up here. Well, how about Brian Bianchi? Brian, a really good run for you here tonight in the Northeast. It's one of those tracks where you love.
Yeah, I like coming here. Like Dalton said, I think I gave this one away as well. I think I had a little more than Sean there at the end. I just waited too long to go.
What did you need here tonight to be able to hang on to the top spot or park this one in victory lane?
Like I said, I once Dalton got by me, he seemed to be pushing pretty hard, and I didn't want to do that yet. And then I had one bad turn all night, and that's when Sean got me. So, no, overall good run. Anytime you could beat Dalton and Max and Michael, all those guys, you're having a good night.
Yeah, you talk about those guys that you battled there tonight for a podium position. Could you think of anything here tonight that you could have done at the end of this race? You got there, I believe, into that second position with, about 1 lap to go. Did you need more laps to try and work around Sean, or did Sean have this one in the bag?
Yeah, hard to pass. I would have liked a couple laps at least have a shot. Like I said, maybe next time I'll learn how to count.
Well, what I can tell you is 1 finger is 1, 2 fingers is 2, and then after that I get confused. So, hey, second here tonight for you. Who do you got to thank on the side of this beautiful car?
Oh, as always, Culpepper's Bakery and Cafe, Colony Tire, Bar Mackey, Zeno's Luxury Jackets, Christina's Custom Cuts, GK Properties, Danny Diamond Deals, Patty's Pugs, Blissful Buddies, Bianchi Cash Register. You know what? Checkered Flag Auto Supply. I stopped up there today and saw the boys picked up some parts, and anybody who hasn't been there should definitely take a trip.
Well, see, we all have to take a trip to the Checkered Flag Auto Supply. In case you didn't know, it's in Ayer, Massachusetts. Race fans, we talk about it all the time. Brian Bianchi, though, here tonight, P number 2 for the driver out of Massachusetts. That leaves 1 driver standing by here with us, and he drives a pink machine. Why does he do that? We don't know, but we call him Shanika Single. Shanika, a great run for you here tonight. Qualified on the top spot, fell back, and then here in the closing laps, to put the pink machine back out front.
Yeah, I had to do Hello Kitty some favors and get her back in victory lane, but that was a little bit of a strategy call to dump it back a little bit. I knew if I could save some tires, stick behind Dalton and Brian, I may have something for him for the end, so I'm glad I did.
This race here tonight, it's a different breed. It's a different style. How are you able to drive this machine as fast as you are, as close as you are, with the, no fenders and those big tires ready to grab something?
Honestly, I have no idea. For some reason, New Hampshire has become very accustomed to how I'm able to race, and I don't know if it's because it's my home track. We're actually going up there for the NASCAR race coming up in a few weeks now, so there's just something about this track and me racing here that just kind of works.
So it kind of works. It plays into your strategy. I heard the rumor you weren't coming out here tonight, and then all of a sudden you show up. What's going on back home with the old back?
Yeah, back's doing a lot better. I'm going to sound like granny hips, but my hips are very tight. I need to stretch those out so my back doesn't hurt as much. But yeah, excited to get a win. There was I heard that New Hampshire was coming up, and this is where I got my first ever win in red light. So I was like, all right, maybe I can make it 2 at the same spot, and here we are.
It's true. We have the stats pulled up. We talked about it earlier. Only 5 drivers ever to win a race here with Red Light Racing. You're one of them. Now you're the only driver to have 2 wins. How does that feel to be a driver in their own category?
Hey, I'll take that all day. That's a good feeling. When you're racing well and can get wins over the guys that are racing here, really feels good because there's a lot of speed out in the crew that we have here, and everybody races so clean. So it's a good feeling to win.
Well, it's great to see you here. I'm sure it's a heck of a feeling. I'm sure your parents out there watching tonight. So what do you say we roll the red carpet out? We're going to hand you the microphone. We haven't got to do this in a long time, so what do you got to think?
Yeah, it's been a bit. I'll thank my mom, my dad, my sister. They're all watching at home. Want to thank my buddy Michael. He's watching right now as well. Give him a shout out from work. Want to thank Checkered, Flag Auto Supply, all the admins who were able to put this together to make such a good series. Want to thank you up in the booth too, being able to set this up so everyone can come and watch this, and all the other sponsors that I can't think of off the top of my head. Just super excited to get back in victory lane. I was telling my dad last Sunday that this was I've had 23 second place finishes in red light, so I wasn't gonna come in second again.
Well, we can't call him the second place finisher here tonight, but we can call him 2 cents single, or Shanika single, as we refer to him a lot here. The Hello Kitty, number 11 tonight, able to pounce and pick up a win. Sean Single, your winner here tonight of the Six Rings Racing 60. So with Sean picking up the win, Bianchi will finish in second, Williamson third, Trevarthen fourth, and Terriel will finish in the 5th position. A great race here tonight from the New Hampshire Motor Speedway leads us to the next event. Well, just 1 week from now, May the 23rd, we will head to the Kern County Raceway, and that will be the 13th race of the season. Then we come back to the Northeast. We go to the Stafford Motor Speedway before we head to Five Flags, and we will finish things out at the Martinsville Speedway. Those are the next races on the schedule. Only 4 of them left this season here for season number 11. Who will be the season number 11 champion? Well, I can tell you this. We don't know the champion, who it's going to be. But we can tell you that there will only be one, champion here, and it's the last champion to ever run in the Scrambler Series on the short track side of things for the time being. That's right, we're going back to open wheel modified racing next year full time here on Thursday nights. I'm excited. As much as we love to see all the cars, it's going to be great to put all these guys in one car, one division for the entire season, and tell them to take the gloves off. But for everybody at the Checkered Flag Auto Supply, everybody with Red Light Racing, everybody over at Six Rings Racing, and all of us here at the Turn 3 Racing Network, we hope you enjoyed tonight's virtual show for the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. And until we see you next time, race fans, stay safe, and we'll see you in Turn 3.